Hello and welcome to another episode of Golf Underground. Thank you for joining me today on what is probably your 497th episode of golf-related YouTube videos. We've all watched a bunch of them. Hopefully today you can get something out of this one. This is short, this is simple, something you can do at home, on a course, anywhere, but it's something that all you need is a dime, and for me I'm just using tees. These are going to be my markers. And what this drill is it helps us identify how well we're able to get the ball rolling over our intended line 2 feet away to certain speed targets. So how we set this drill up, you want to have one marker be your designated start point. Place that down on the ground. You're going to hit every single putt from that location. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the dime, we're going to measure 2 feet out. We're going to place that dime right there in front on our intended start line. We don't need a putt to a hole. We're not really looking to make putts. We're just looking to hit specific speed targets and whether or not we can roll the ball over this dime or not. Now the next tees or markers, whatever you want to use, first one I'm going to place at 4 feet. Next one I'm going to place at 8 feet. Last one I'm going to place at 10 feet. Now that doesn't seem like very far, but it's surprising that if you cannot roll your ball over a dime at a 10-foot putt, you're not going to make the putt. It's going to miss. So this is assuming it's a dead straight putt, no break. If you can roll the ball over the dime, ball's most likely going to go in. If you can't, you're going to miss. So now if you were to add slope, adds up and makes things a little bit more difficult. Why we're not going to putt really further than 10 feet, one, my mat is only so long, but two, for most amateur golfers, once you get outside of 10 feet, your make percentage drops lower than 20%. Even at 10 feet, that's where you're at, a 20% chance make. Out of 10 putts, you're making 2. Realistically, low chances. Even the pros, they're still up there, but 8 feet for the pros, 50% chance of make. Amateurs, roughly around 90 shooters, you are at, 27% chance make. So again, if you can't roll a ball over the dime 2 feet away from your start target, you're not going to make the putt. So what I want you to do, once you got this set up, grab a piece of paper, pen, pencil, whatever you need to write it down. And I want you to kind of go through an evaluation. Hit 5 putts to the 4-foot target speed, marking whether or not you hit the dime or missed. Move on to the 8-foot, hit 5 putts, marking whether you rolled it over the dime or you missed. And then finish with the 10-foot, mark it if you've hit it or not. Now, one thing that's good with this is it's auditory, so if the ball rolls over the dime, you're going to hear it. If you don't hear it, you didn't hit the dime. So what this allows us to do is this allows us to measure our face position at impact. You know, if we find that we're missing the dime to the right, for right-handed golfers, that's telling us that our face is open and we've pushed the putt. If it's missing left, face is closed and we're pulling the putt. So what this allows us to do is this allows us to get a good idea of our face control coming into impact, and that's going to give us an indicator of whether or not we are starting the ball on our intended start line. Other things that we can check are alignment. If our alignment's off, that's really going to manipulate the ability for us to get the face pointing at the dime. But ultimately, all we're trying to do here for a mere 10 cents, just grade ourselves, see how we're doing. If we find that we have a tendency to miss a lot of putts to the right, then we know that we can either A, check our alignment to see if that's right where we're aiming, or B, maybe adjust our grip, see if maybe we're allowing the putter to stay a little too open in the stroke, or B, maybe the putter just doesn't fit right for you. Maybe you're supposed to be using a face balance putter and you're using a very heavy toe hang putter. You know, that's something that you want to take a look at. But whatever you do after the first test, practice for a few days, go back and go through the test again. Make sure you're tracking your improvement. Write it down in a journal. All this is going to do is this is going to help you increase your chances of making putts when you get out on the course. Simple as that. Probably the best 10 cents you ever spent. you haven't even really spent it. It's staying in your bag the whole time. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that was easy to understand. Thank you for joining me today. We're all kind of getting closer to the end of the tunnel. I can't really say, there's just so much information out there, but that's besides what we're talking about here. So hopefully we're able to get out on the golf course in no time. If there's any topics or questions you want to see me cover, I know I've talked mainly about putting, but I can do some full swing demonstrations if you'd like me to. Comment below, fire me just a message on any questions you might have, and I'd love to answer them for you. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you out on the golf course in no time. Take care.